The highest form of language and communication is leverage for any and everyone who can hear it. Peace. The power of words. Wherever you from, however you grew up, whatever you subscribe to, everybody has heard something about the power of words. Some say that you can create, build, or destroy with your words. Some say life and death. Some say don't speak at all. A lot of us use words to form prayers and use them during our meditations or whatever we may call them. But a lot of people also think of prayer and or meditation as an action that they do a particular way at a particular time. It's like I'm only praying when I'm in a certain position, or I'm only praying when I think I'm praying, or I don't pray out loud, or I gotta do my body or my hands a certain way, and that's my prayer. But consider with me that every word spoken and or heard is a prayer. Every single word spoken and or heard is a form of prayer or meditation. The words you listen to are similar to the food that you eat. The food goes into your mouth and then into your body and your organs to be digested and absorbed to serve your body. Serve or harm your body depending on what you eat. The words that you hear, especially that you purposefully listen to, go through your ears into your brain, and your brain consumes that content. Your brain consumes the material and absorbs it into the rest of the body, into your mind, into your aura, to serve or hurt you. Same for the words that you speak and the words that are spoken to you. Now, I'm working on adding to the value of my words and my energy. I'm seeking, I appreciate when there's value and weight to words spoken. One thing I haven't heard people speak about or really think about, I think there's a shift just happens when your energy gets there. But if you think about it, you could help your energy shift there with your words. Is speaking. So many people speak in the negative instead of the positive. And when I say negative and positive here, I'm not talking about bad and good. It can be seen that way, but I'm more so speaking like you could be speaking about the same thing and say it two different ways, in a negative or in a positive manner. One thing that I always think of is when people say never forget, right? Never forget. You're right, we don't ever want to forget, right? But if we're not forgetting, what are we doing? But remembering. If that was my phrase and I thought of it, it wouldn't have been never forget. It would have been always remember. We're saying the same thing, right? It's just never forget is we focusing on what we don't want to do. Always remember is focusing on what we do want to do. And what we're focusing on is what is multiplying. So if we thinking about never forgetting, then we always looking around like noticing how people forgot. Because that's what we focusing on. Oh, you forgot, never forget. Oh, you forgot, never forget. So it's kind of like a fight. It's like a fight that you fighting something that you don't have to fight. You making up your own fight, your own barrier when you say it like that. Versus always remember is like you gonna be seeking out remembrance, like the memory, or like even the energy, the vibe. The positive and negative is kind of it's the same thing as you could think of as a lack mindset and a abundance mindset, but with energy through communication. The people who speak in the positive more and who live in the positive more and just feel in the positive more, like we appreciate these people. Sometimes we might not even really think about it consciously, but it's like they are amazing. They are a joy to be around. Their energy is light and enjoyable, maybe even playful. People who speak in the negative all the time are less appreciated, usually. Like whoever you thought about when I said it, is like you probably tired of them. Right now, you be like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times we do that to ourselves. That's why gossip is bad. They say don't gossip, right? When you choose your words, you choose your words. You write your words. You say your words. You see your words. When you choose words that are valuable to everyone, you are valuable to everyone. And your speech becomes leverage for yourself and for everybody who can hear you. Your language is leverage. The highest form of language and communication is leverage for any and everyone who can hear it. And even more so for those who listen intently and apply what they consume audibly. You may want to write your words, choose words, create a word bank, or just consider how you say what you say. These days it's so important, so special to people. Well, at one point it was all about no filter, and it's like sometimes we need to filter our words to get the right words. When we're not using the right words, when our words are not leveraged for everybody who can hear them, it's really the opposite. Like, your words are not bringing people up, it's bringing people down. And until you begin to use words that give everyone leverage who can hear them, your words are taking away leverage from people who can hear them. depending on the person's own filter and mindset and language. The highest form of language communicates with everyone, gives everyone leverage. It's simple though. It has to be simple. It can be complicated, but it only really will affect those who understand its complication, its complexities. But when you find the right words, it's good to write them down. It's like some people are great with freestyling. Once you get a mindset, you just freestyle your life. When what you freestyle ain't your ideal, it's like if you can see more clearly or better than what you create naturally right now based on your filter, it's good to write it down. Write, script, and then internalize it. It's like reverse marketing. Like marketing, they talk about, or sales is marketing. They talk about 7 touches or 7 different times that somebody has to see or be referred to or hear of something to remember. Do that to yourself. Write your words, write your thought that you want to think of every morning. Write your night thoughts. Write where you want to be, how you want it to think. Look at it. You wrote it in your handwriting here in black. You wrote it in green in your handwriting there. You typed it over there. You said it over there. You said it this way. You said it that way. What's that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Internalize good food, good content, good words. Because it creates who you are. And that's what, so sometimes we might, like the energy might speak to us before the words. That work, music is like that a lot. Words might not be great, but the energy is great. But I wouldn't write these words, or I wouldn't even live how these words are saying. That's how they get you. Cause you feel it, but it's like what you hearing is not, it's opposite. It's not guiding you that way. So even with music, with YouTube videos, all that, it should be giving you leverage. Anything that you subscribe to, anything that you invest your time, attention, energy into, should be giving you leverage in your life. It's food for the mind. That's why they say food for thought. But you may not have to think too much about it. Just consume it, internalize it, and it'll show up in how you live and who you are. It'll clarify. Something will clarify. Most of the thoughts I get that guide me the most, it's like I wasn't sitting there thinking about it. It just came to me because my mind computes what I consume and connects it. Power of words. Subscribe, and we will heal together. Let's get it. Peace.